Yo, what up everyone, Amir here, owner Rappin' and Snacking, getting into another Collector Corner video. Hit me up on Instagram and TikTok at Rappin' and Snacking. Appreciate you as always. This video is going to have all my pickups while I visited Seattle. I went to 4 shops there, as well as some other stuff that I picked up on eBay and Discogs and some artist websites. So some CD long boxes, CDs, vinyl, tapes, action figures. Yeah, so pretty jam-packed episode per usual. And yeah, appreciate you all subscribe to the channel. First off, I'm going to go ahead and get started with something that I picked up from eBay for $62 shipped. This is Flavor Flav's action figure. Flavor Flav, obviously a Public Enemy. Still sealed in box. I'm going to go ahead and open this bad boy up. And there are there's another figure that I believe I've showed on a Collector's Corner before. Of Flavor Flav, which is actually up on my wall, or not on my wall, but on my shelves, which y'all will see that. If you just want to go ahead and look up Flavor Flav action figure, it's the one with the red outfit. So very similar to this one, except he's got a red outfit instead of like a white one. So pretty cool stuff. Pick this one up. It's an alternate. This is $62 shipped is what I picked it up for. But yeah, it's by Mezco Toys. And pretty cool stuff. Happy to go ahead and have picked that one up from eBay. Now, next up, I'm going to go into another action figure that I got also by Mezco Toys. This one for $100 shipped is the Notorious B.I.G. blue outfit figure with everything. It's got, you know, the hat, the Kangol, the chain, and then the mic. 100 shipped is actually a pretty good price. But the reason for it is because this one's a little beat up in a sense. Like the jeans are slightly discolored on the back. I don't know if you can tell. They definitely look dirty, or dirtier, that's for sure. I went ahead and gave it a wash, and I got some of it out, but still it's a little dirty. And then the hat is a little dirty on top. I think that I can probably clean out a little bit better. But anyways, still happy to go ahead and pick this one up. It is complete, $100 shipped. So these don't really go for cheap. There's 4 different Mezco Biggie toys. There's the white outfit, which I've also shown in a Collector's Corner. There's this blue outfit. There's a black outfit, and then there's the yellow outfit, which is from his Juicy music video, which Super 7 also did a small action figure for that, which just sells for like $20. But yeah, have this one, which is the second that I have of the 4. So pretty cool stuff. Boom, boom, boom. Got that for $100 shipped from eBay. Now, moving on, we're going to go ahead and get into... let's get into all my Seattle pickups. So this is from a place called Daybreak Records. I spent I'm forgetting if it was $44 or $42. And they gave me like a very small discount. I just asked for a discount on one item. But yeah, it was like $42 or $44 total, something like that. Anyways, the first thing I got from Daybreak Records was Sadat X's Wild Cowboys for $12 here. This is one of the things that I got a discount on because I pay with card, so I didn't have as much purchasing power with card, but I just told them or asked them to knock this down from 12 to 10, and they did that. So this album right here got on cassette tape. Then I got Rawkus's Best of Decade 1, 1995 to 2005. And it was $3 on the back. $3 for this compilation. Then for this Moni Love album, $3 right here, Down to Earth, Boom 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 by Moni Love. And then I also got some records. Moni Love right here, Grandpa's Party as well. There's a couple mixes of Grandpa's Party right here. This is for $1.99. And then I got Nikki D's Daddy's Little Girl for $1.99 as well. Boom, boom, boom. And then the thing I was most excited to get is the Eastsidaz album for $20 right here. I'd had this one actually, or I still have this one, but I accidentally picked up the clean pressing, the non-explicit pressing. So this is the first explicit pressing I have, so I'm probably just going to sell the clean one now. But $20 right there, pretty cool stuff. So that was $42 or $44, I'm not remembering off the top of my head. I just forgot. Sorry, don't kill me. Okay, now moving on to the rest of the Seattle pickups. I went to this other place called Jive Time. This one I spent $47 at. Pretty cool shop. I only got CDs from here, so let's go ahead and tell y'all which ones I got. First off, I got Ghetto Boys, I Ain't Wit Being Broke CD single for $5.99. I was very happy to pick this one up. It also has My Mind Playing Tricks on Me and Gotta Let Them Hang. So really dope stuff right here. Maxi single and $5.99. Definitely a good deal on the CD single because I think they go closer to like $20 or something like that off the top of my memory. Then I got Red Hot Lover Tone's debut album of the same name, Red Hot Lover Tone, for $5.99. So Tone of the Trackmasters, Poke and Tone. Someone in the comments also had let me know of that when I got one of his other albums. So shout out. But $5.99 right there. Boom, boom, boom. So I didn't have that one. I just had the second album, and I've been waiting to get the first album before I listened to both because I wanted to listen to in chronological order. So excited to check that out. Then I got Goody Mob's One Monkey Don't Stop No Show. This is the deluxe edition, so it also has a DVD. Yeah, this is a 2-discer, so it's got CD and then yeah, the DVD. It's being stubborn, but yeah, the DVD's on the back. You can see it right there. So pick that one up for $5.99, and then next up I got the Federation, the album, for $3 right here. Boom, boom, boom. Then I got the Def Jux Presents 2 compilation for $5.99 from Definitive Jux. And I got 2 AZ CDs, the first being Undeniable, which I didn't have. This was for $5.99. I was happy to get it. And then this one, which I didn't have either, AZ's The Format. This is the double disc version for $9.99. And what is on the double disc? So you have the CD on the disc 1, and then disc 2 is a DVD. So I wonder what's on that DVD. I didn't know this pressing was out there, so I went ahead and picked it up. This dropped in 2006, so interesting stuff. We'll go ahead and check it out, but this was for $9.99. So pretty cool come up from Jive Time. That was $47 total. Then next up, I went to this store called Easy Street Records. So Easy Street Records in Seattle is actually a pretty cool spot. Half of it is a record store and the other half is like a cafe. So I think it's actually called like Easy Street Cafe or Easy Street Records and Cafe or something to that extent. So pretty cool. And it is 2 stories, but I believe the upstairs is only... So downstairs is music and upstairs also has music, but then also in the other half of the downstairs establishment is a restaurant / cafe. That's pretty cool. I've never eaten there. I've just bought from there music. So this was $31.99, everything I got from here. First off, I got this bootleg for Tyler, the Creator's Bastard mixtape, $19.99. Big fan of this mixtape. I remember when Tyler came out, it was like a whole thing, and it's crazy to see how much he's like changed his style from album to album and really like reinvented his sound and everything. And he's a very talented artist, and I've been supporting him since either 2009 or 2010, like fairly early on, and Bastard was the first thing that I had heard, so pretty cool to see his evolution. But picked this bootleg up, still sealed, red cassette tape. Then I picked up Father MC's Close to You for $2 right there, and I picked up the CD single Usher's You Make Me Wanna remix for $2. And I do like the song, but 2, also I'm excited to check out some of these remixes on here. You have a JD remix, a Timbaland remix, and a Lil Jon remix, so pretty cool stuff. And then this one, happy to find this one here. For $5, I got Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt, but this is the European pressing, which I've been looking for. This has an additional track, which is the Can't Knock the Hustle Fool's Paradise remix. So I didn't have this pressing, and happy that I finally got it for $5. So those are the 4 items I got from Easy Street Records for $31.99. So pretty dope. And the last shop that I went to while in Seattle was a place called Sonic Boom Records, and I spent $6.58. So first off, I got Arabian Prince's She's Got a Big Posse for 99 cents. Boom, boom, boom. And also blue cassette tape for those interested. And for those who know Orpheus Records, they had another blue tape, which is more popular than this one, and that would be Compton's Most Wanted's first album, which also had a blue tape. I can pick it up and show you if I want to, but just take my word for it. And then next up, we have Above the Law's Murder Rap for $1.99. And this also has another execution on it. This single is, I actually have already, and I knew that, but I think this one was in better condition, so I picked it up for $1.99. Screw it. Classic song right there. Dude, the production on Murder Rap in particular is phenomenal, and it's crazy how good Dre was as a producer in the late 80s, and just how loud it still holds. It's just incredible, right? So Dre, Above the Law, Layla, like those folks were killing it in the late 80s and the 90s, etc. And then next up, the last pickup that I got from Sonic Boom Records was Jay-Z's. This is just like a single, generic single for $3.99. And this, it just says, from the forthcoming album Blueprint 2, which, you know, I'm not a huge fan of that album, but when I checked this, I was like, oh, okay, let's go ahead and check this out. I don't know all these songs. So you have the song Show You here. You have South Philly Brothers. And then you have Early This Morning and Calling My Name. If I recall, just as I don't listen to that album too much, if I recall, Show You's not on the album, like that title, but I think it's Show You Something. Is like Show You Brothers or Show You, you know, something is on the album, and then the other ones are not on the album. So maybe they either rename the tracks or they're just different tracks altogether that didn't make the album or whatever. I'll find out when I spin it. So I'm very happy to just pick up like these random, you know, joints that maybe didn't make the albums, or they didn't either get sample clear, you know, they didn't get the samples cleared, or whatever the reason. Maybe there's controversy, so it didn't drop on album. So always cool to just check out some of these like plain singles, or even singles with art that just don't make albums. So I like that. $3.99 for that. Excited to go ahead and listen to it. There's a chance that I've heard all those songs, or maybe half of them, but we'll see. Love doing that stuff. All right, so those are the 4 shops that I went to in Seattle. And then next up, we have the Vinny Paz album, his latest album, God Sent Vengeance. So I picked the CD and vinyl up from his store. So these are stock prices, still sealed. Haven't listened to them yet. Shout out to Vinny Paz. Got the Homeboy Geechee's album right here. Always remember Geechee. Dope artist, also a friend of mine. Suggest checking him out. Geechee, that's Geechy. He had a like album release party as well, which I attended. Dope stuff. Humble dude, dope dude, and definitely suggest checking this one out. And let me know what y'all think if you end up doing that. They do have some vinyls, and it's distributed by Fat Beats and Salon Recordings. So yeah. Then next up, we have from eBay, I picked up Daz FX's Real Hip Hop for $10 shipped from eBay. This is in one of those like snap cases, so this is like the snapper, big pause on that. This is like the snap aspect of it. And so the Primo version, the Pete Rock version, the Solid Scheme, PMD version, so a bunch of different versions. It's got the No Diggity on here as well. So really dope stuff. We got Menage a Trois's album Chalicious for I think $65 shipped. You may be wondering why this CD is worth a lot of money, or was, you know, why I spent so much on it, because it doesn't actually go for cheap, and Ruthless Records put it out. So it's an album that I've been wanting to listen to. I've been very patient and haven't listened to it yet. But, you know, it does cost a pretty penny, and this has been out of print for a while, so got that. And then if you look at the back, I mean, this is crazy. You got the 2 members with a man on a chain, like a chain leash. So pretty cool. And Eazy-E, man, like Ruthless Records, they were not scared to kind of push boundaries in a sense, right? Like you had this group, which was, you know, women. That's dope for Eazy-E to do that. He had the Jewish group Blood of Abraham, and he just had other groups and artists where you're just like very interesting, and Eazy-E was very like forward thinking in that way, but also Ruthless Records is known as one of the best rap labels ever. So just pretty cool stuff. Then next up, we got Daz Effects' Dead Serious for $43 shipped on CD long box. This is still sealed and has the hype sticker. I actually already have this open copy. It's just slightly beat up, so it's like, this is pretty inexpensive. Maybe I'll sell my open copy, or maybe I'll just keep it and just have this sealed one. Excellent condition. I mean, you can kind of see the CD indent right here, probably because of the shrink wrap, making it more pronounced right here. But anyways, really cool. Got the hype sticker on it, $43 shipped from eBay. To stick with the CD long boxes, I have Arrested Development's album right here. I always forget the album title because it's called 3 Years, 5 Months, and 2 Days in the Life of. So I always forget the title. But anyways, this is $32 shipped in open shrink, so it's open right there. Has the hype sticker on it, so got that from eBay for $32 shipped. And then let's just keep going with the CD long box. I have one more here. This is one of my favorite CD long boxes. This is Too Short, Short Dogs in the House. I also $137 shipped from eBay. And it's not cheap, but also if you check Discogs, this has never sold once on Discogs. None are for sale. And it's not, CD long boxes, some of them are very difficult to find. And if, some people have been looking for them for a long time. So I feel like when this was on eBay, I just bought it immediately. I don't think it was a bidding war. I think I literally just bought it for whatever it was, or made an offer or something like that. I don't remember. But as you can see, there's no imperfections to it. I mean, this one is literally perfect. There is one little promo hole in the back right there that you can see, which penetrates the CD jewel case itself. So that is the only imperfection. But aside from that, I mean, this is... And there's nothing you could have done with this. This is just something that the label did. So when you think about it, I mean, the hype sticker's still on. This is like fantastic condition. So $137 shipped. That's also my favorite Too Short album ever. So I know a lot of people will say Get Him Where You Fit In is the best album. Some people may say Life Is Too Short. I think this is the best album, my opinion. I'll probably go Get Him Where You Fit In is my number 2 favorite Too Short album, but that's my opinion. Then we got Larry June and the Alchemist, The Great Escape. This is the deluxe edition, or I think they call it the Alk version, or whatever the hell they're calling it. Either way, it's different pressings, got different track list. So boom, 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 pick that one up. This was on his website, the standard price. And then lastly, for $15 shipped from eBay, I got this Ice Cube bootleg. I mean, maybe you can call it a bootleg, because Fame's Original is an actual record label. Shit, where was it from? I think it's from Turkey, but God, I could totally be wrong. I totally forget where it's from, and it doesn't say on here the country. I think it's Turkey, but if you look it up, Fame's Original is the record label, and they pressed this up, and, I'm not sure, if we're calling it a bootleg, if it's just one of those record labels, like whatever you want to call it. But anyways, Fame's Original pressed it up. Picked this one up for $15 shipped. I'd never seen it before. Anything death certificate, I'm crazy, and I'm going to buy it no matter what it is, essentially. So pick this one up, and pretty cool stuff. And it's pressed on this very much homemade looking cassette tape. But I believe it is a legit record label. I'm not remembering. I'd researched it before I purchased it a couple weeks ago, like very briefly, and I picked it up. And honestly, like even some homemade bootlegs, I'll still buy sometimes, just depending. So anyways, pretty cool stuff. And that was for $15 shipped from eBay. And that is everything that I picked up in this episode, jam-packed episode per usual. Let me know your favorite stuff down below. If you have any questions or any comments or opinions on anything, if you have a favorite pickup, please let me know down below. Always engage. I try and respond as much as I can. And hit me up on IG and TikTok, Rappin' and Snackin'. Talk to y'all next time. Peace out, y'all.